Yo guys, boys and girls, it's Keralis and welcome back everybody to a new Let's Build. So this is the previous house which we finished not long ago and I still haven't moved it. Today I'm gonna start a new house which will be some type of colonial house. I've seen it on the internets. Let's build it, alright, with tweaks. So I'm gonna use some pillar of quartz because that is what we use for colonial houses, I guess. We're gonna use some dark oak wood, maybe some cobblestone, and you know what, I'm gonna make it like kind of simple because for my liking, you know, it's kind of like I don't want to go back into the inventory, but just for you guys to get some ideas, all right? So I'm just gonna use as few materials as I possibly can. Bam. Oh, maybe some window penises. Let me just grab some white stained, just because we can. All right, and I am gonna start building it some abouts here. So the first block is to be placed. Are you guys ready? You know what? I'm gonna move it. No, it's not gonna be that big. There we go. Are you guys ready? Bam, 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 bam. It's a miracle. And what I'm gonna do here, I'm just gonna take this pillar up in there just like that. All right, don't worry about this. I know it looks really kind of strange, but we're gonna have it for now. And then I'm gonna lay down some cobblestone, which will gonna be like the little foundation for the house. And I'm not counting this because when I'm starting with windows, you're gonna see how big it will be. All right, and I don't know myself yet. So what goes for the house, you know what, let's use some clay, gray stained clay maybe, or maybe go freaky and do our red house, or yellow or blue. I don't know. You know what? Let's be like really boring and use the gray one. And what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna lay down this like that for the moment. So this is the house starter, right? And here we're gonna have a window which is 3 in height and maybe 2 in width. We're gonna jump and have another window here. So it's gonna be window 1, 2, and then we're gonna rise up this wall. Hopefully everybody is fine. I'm fine. I got my bush allergies, as you know. I love those bushes, but dang it. It's just only a few times every year around this time, like few times, few days or weeks. That looks kind of alright. You know what? That's a good start. And then we're gonna have a door here. All right, and that's gonna go up again. Perfecto el mundo. So like a few weeks every year, it's like hate them, but I'm doing fine. Today in Sweden was Mother's Day. Yeah, for some reason Sweden is kind of like, or maybe just not Sweden. I think like a lot of Nordic countries are like kind of like, they kind of celebrate that like different from the rest of the world, I guess. I'm not sure about Poland though. You know, I kind of called my mom and said that as well, but I don't know if that's today. yeah, it is today. But at least we celebrated it, right? So we had an awesome time at the beach. And oh, by the way, Damien, you know, my son, he's been at the beach a few times. I like this, by the way. That kind of looks all right. And then we're gonna have a front porch here, which is gonna be maybe, let me see here, 2 blocks in width, all right? He's been at the beach before, right? Because we live in a little coastal town, so he's been there. But he's never been like crawling around on the sand, and he's afraid of sand. You know what? I got a little clip, so I'm gonna show you that now.
He doesn't like the feeling of the sand. He's all...
I mean, come on, how cute isn't that? He's like totally afraid of the sand for some reason. So hopefully that's gonna pass. But what to do? Take a poo, I guess. But it's kind of cute how scared he is about that. And yes, this is not a tutorial, this is a let's build. So that is our house, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry about this. Also, maybe let's use some dark oak wood slabs just because we can. And since this is kind of like a little, I don't know, pilot episode, I'm not really sure we're gonna keep it long because I kind of want you guys input, but I'm gonna have it like as long as we need, all right? So that's gonna be the little porch roof. As thinking, you know what we could do? Let's twist the porch and have it going around that, which means we should be able to have a pillar about here, I guess, on the front porch, just for now, right? Just for inspirazione. And here is going to be a pillar, but here what we're gonna do is this. We're gonna have a wall. All right, don't worry, don't judge this. All right, this pillar's going up, and then this, let me just break that to foundation material just because we can, and this will be going out here. All right, so that is the main house. Here we will have a little car garage on the other side. So let's think about this, okay? Let's just think about this for a moment, because what we need here is, because this is going to be a pillar, let's 1 2 3 4 5 in width. That's going to be the garage door. It's going to be a 3 by 3 window, 3 by 3 blocks in width, a window here in the middle. So the car will be going in here, and we're going to have a double garage. So 1 2 3 4 5, and this will be extending. Let me see. No, we need one more. And that's going to be the pillar. There we go. So I think that should solve it. This is going to be from the other side, by the way. So this is not going to be from the front of the house. So the cars will be driving in here. Abouts. But we're going to come to that later on. Hopefully you guys get some inspiration from it. But yeah. I hope so. I don't know. I do hope so. You know what? We don't need any windows here. What you can have here in the front. I know you're gonna be like, oh my god. Why no window? A window? We can have bushes. You know, I love bushes, even though I'm allergic to them. The only thing is, like, you know, I'm allergic to cats. And I don't like cats for some reason. Like, I've never liked cats. You know what? We got 2 dogs. Dogs are bananas. I love dogs. 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 and 5. That's the middle. Let me see. 1 2 1 2. You know, it's gonna be kind of like a little derpy thing here, but don't worry about it. Yeah, like never, like since I was a little guy running about, I never liked cats for some reason. I kind of feel like cats are so independent. Like, I mean, dogs. Man's best friend, right? We got this. We got this. We got this. We got this almost. Okay. Let's think about this now. Because if I have a roof coming 1 2 1 2, then this goes around this perimeter like that and twisting and going all the way out. Okay, now, but I mean, like dogs, like man's best friend, right? I mean, I read a story in a newspaper. I'm not really sure, like, you know, it's so hard to believe stories in the newspapers or in the internet. And nowadays, you know, everything's like, you give me likes, and yes, hit the like button, and I'm gonna tell you how many shares can this get. And it's kind of like, why do you do that? But I read a story about something which was kind of like, you know, made me kind of like heartbroken. No, not heartbroken, but it kind of made me semi-sad, I guess. It was about a dog which was like, you know, like a stray dog, like a homeless dog. Yeah, I think it's the correct term for it, right? And a woman took care of that dog. She found him on the streets and took care of the dog. And the woman passed away. The dog was at the funeral in the church or cathedral or whatnot, you know, I think it was a church or something. And now the dog, like every single day, the dog comes to the church or whatnot and sits there for the whole ceremony. Like when the bells ring, he comes and sits throughout the whole ceremony because he was at the funeral, like, you know, like hoping that she will return. And the thing about this, you know, it was a story, but also it was pictures included. I'm not sure I can find it, but it made me so sad. I mean, just imagine like the dog coming there every single day. If that's true, that's freaking fantastic. But then again, you've seen, like, you know, dogs saving you know, that is like those viral videos, like a dog's been hit, like and his friends kind of trying to like rescue him or whatnot. It's just so, I don't know. I mean, like, why am I so like emotional about this? It's just because our dog, which is the oldest one, which is a Chihuahua. You can call him a rat if you want, you know, you can call him a rat. I like this so far, but he's getting really old, and I mean, I've had a pet dog before. He was actually called, okay, when I was young, right, I couldn't really speak very good English, so I called the dog Bulldog. So it was a duck which was bull, because I was like, oh yeah, it's a bulldog, but I couldn't speak English, so it became like a bulldog. And it wasn't a bulldog, by the way, it was just some random dog, but I was like, yay, let's call him Bulldog. So he was Bulldog, all right? And when he passed, I was so sad. Like, he got really sick, and yeah, made me really sad. So I'm just thinking, like, you know, the day will come when Rocky, the oldest dog, you know, he's gonna have his time. And he's been such an amazing dog. I mean, like, since he was a baby, he's like one of those dogs which you can do like whatever to, like you can just pick him up, put him like upside down and everything, and he just lays about and just chill, relaxed. He's like the biggest chill dog ever. Gonna be free. Makes me sad. And for those who have pets, you know how it is. Like, you know, some people who like don't have pets, they're like, nah, you know, how can you have some feelings for a dog? How do you know, connect to a dog? Guys, by the way, look at the progress we're making here. That's freaking amazing. But I'm just talking a bunch of crap, I guess. But yeah, I know those people who have dogs, you know how it is, you know, it kind of becomes like a family member, because you kind of devote so much time to each other. That is just crazy. So I mean, yep, getting all emotional, but hopefully it's gonna live for a long time. Oh, by the way, like, you know what, should we have a window? No, let's just fill this hole in. There we go. Perfect. You know what? This doesn't look bad whatsoever. This looks kind of alright. And here on the side, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. You know what, I'm not counting the blocks here, because it is pretty obvious how many blocks there are between, because you can just count it on the windows, because I'm kind of color coding them for you. All right, I'm gonna have a window here, and then a window here, and then turn the house with a pillar here. Right? That's gonna be the car garage. What was I talking about? Oops, window. I kind of forgot. But yeah, like, I mean, just the color coded, it's perfectly fine. I don't need to count that stuff. I was talking about something. I always derp about and forget about it. Oh yeah, like a couple of years ago, you know what? The dog, Rocky, he got kind of sick, and like he had hard times breathing and everything. So we went to the vet, and they took him in for like a observation night or something, and then we came back next day to the vet station, right? And they were like, okay, we need to talk about this. This is pretty serious and everything. And we're like, yeah, what's wrong with him? Like, yeah, he's kind of suffering. And we're like, okay, that's not good. But I mean, he's just, you know, there's like, it's just been for like a few days. Yeah, but he's really suffering. He's got a hard time breathing. Like he's got heart problems and everything. So the best thing would be to put him down. And I mean, that made me so freaking sad. And I was like, oh, okay, like, you know, but they said like, okay, we can keep him a few more days for observation and stuff, but just prepare for the worst. And now we drove home, and both me and wifey, we just cried all the way home in the car. And then the next day we came back to check on him and rest, stuff like that. And they were still like, yeah, he is really bad. Like, have you thought more about that? And we're like, well, not really, but yeah. So no, days passed, and we got back there, and like, you know, we kind of saw him and played around, and he was like acting normal. But the vet, they still didn't change. Like, there was this one person, like this girl vet. And she's like, no, oh, the situation is still bad. No, and he was like acting totally normal. So, like, we're like, nah, let's take him back home. So we took him back home, and I mean, that was like a couple of years ago, and he's still fine, and he's not suffering. He's having a blast. So I mean, dang it. It made me so freaking sad. Yeah, guys. You know what? What to do? This looks really, really nice. Well, I can't say that about my stuff, which I build, right? This is like the first house of this type which we do. So I mean, I can't say, oh yeah, it is looking beautiful. It's like it's starting to become something, all right? So I'm just gonna be building, talking a bunch of crap, and it's like time at the moment is 4:45 a.m. Dang it, I should be sleeping. But no. Let's at least lay down the front of the house, because you know how I am. Like the pilot episode should be included the front, and oh yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna freeze here for a little moment so you guys can maybe just catch up or what you're doing if you're building this. But as you can see, it's so easy to see the space between that. I mean, okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and here between those are 4 blocks at this point. Keeper. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna raise this up even more. And if you do enjoy this, if you get any inspiration, or if you're gonna build a house like that, please let me know in comments. And also, guys, if you do enjoy this, please do like it, hit the like button. It makes me really happy, and it helps me out. It shows your support to me, and it just makes me happy, right? So do that if you do enjoy this, and that's gonna be turning about here. Okay, let me just see this. Yeah, that works. So that is gonna be coming here, and this will be going up. I'm not really sure how high we should take it, because the thing is, if you take it too high up, it's just gonna look really derp. But then again, you know what? I kind of want to have some space in the house. Otherwise, it's just gonna be like, what the hell? You come in as like a room which is like 10 blocks in depth, and it's like, what can we do in this house? Absolutely nothing. What is it good for? Can you see? Multiplayer shaders. There we go. Have I been having them on for like ever? You know what, let me just see the footage if that is just too disturbing. I didn't really see them, but maybe it's too disturbing for you guys. Be right back with you. You know what? I don't think that was so bad. If you're like totally disturbed about it, I am truly sorry. It was not my intention to hurt your eyes, right? But I didn't really notice it that much, so hopefully you won't either. I'm just thinking, should we have this going? How is you looking? How you doing? You know what? You're doing pretty fine. I think I might have this here. We could go with one more white, but that's just gonna be white, too much white. So let's go with the dark oak planks here. And that is gonna be going up again. Ba-bam! Bada-beam, bada-boom, bada-boom, boom, boom. That's pretty nice. And then, as thinking, let me see, should we use bricks? Or no, you know what? Quartz. I think the chiseled quartz in this texture pack, which is the Flow HD, link in the description, I think that's kind of looking alright, because we're gonna add some windows, and let me just pre-plan this, because I don't want to have big windows, I just want to have small windows. So one window here, that's gonna be, you know what, let me just take this up so we know what we're doing here. And then it's gonna be 2 blocks, window. Okay, let me see here. Where is your middle at? Let me see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Boom, 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 boom. Perfect. Oops. Leg spike. You know what? That doesn't look really bad. I think we gonna keep it. What you guys think? It's 3 windows. I think that's gonna work out pretty amazing. Also, for those who watched my Attack of the B Team, I think it was yesterday, it's kind of hard because, you know, when I'm recording this, like, I'm gonna think, like, when are you guys gonna even see this episode? Yeah, it was 2 days ago. Okay, let's just say 2 days ago, just to be clear on it. We made a Huey helicopter or helipopper. Thank you so much for the support on that. You know what? We can have this here. I mean, you guys nailed it. You really did enjoy that Huey helicopter, and you know what? It's not perfect. It's not perfect. It could be like maybe a lot better, but you know, like building stuff on camera, it's kind of tricky. Always say that, but it is, because you just talk and build at the same time, and it's so hard to focus on stuffs. I know some people hate when I call it stuffs and peoples and everything, but peoples, don't worry. Because we got stuffs here for you, peoples. So we just did it again. There we go. Look at this. Bam, bam. Oh, yeah, baby. Damn, I mean, look at this. You know what? This might be something. And as I said in the beginning of the episode, I am gonna keep it really simple when it comes to materials and stuff like that, because I don't want to go back into the inventory all the time, because for me that kind of destroys the video a bit, because you know, you go back in here, okay, I'm gonna pick up this, go that back and stuff like that. So I kind of want to keep it kind of sleek. Sleek, yeah, you know what I mean, like kind of clean, so you just see the building parts on camera. Guys, I absolutely adore this at this point. Not really sure. You know what I'm gonna do? We're not gonna rise the roof at this point. In the next episode, we're gonna try to figure out how many blocks in depth we want to keep the house. All right. So let me poop at those. Poop. But so far so good. I don't dislike this house. Maybe it's not gonna be love for you guys, but hopefully it will. There we go. And bam. So that should be the thing. You know what? I think it is time for a little speed up. Ba-bam! You know what, let's keep it as it is at this point, alright? I'm not gonna really touch, but we might rise it up, because this might just not do it for us, you know? This might just be too low. Maybe we need to go higher. I don't know, we're gonna see, alright? We're gonna figure that out when we start on the other side. But dangity dang, ain't bad whatsoever at this point. And then we could do this. We're gonna turn you porch, we're gonna turn you porch, and we're gonna turn you porch, and that is gonna be something which we'll work on next. But just to wrap up this episode, you know what would the pilot episode be without any bushes? I mean, we need to add some leaves and bushes. So let me just do, first of all, I'm just gonna do a little path here, which might be like that. I know what you're thinking, but let me do that, and let me just extend that all the way out. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have it 4 in width, like that, and going all the way out, alright? So let me just do that quickly off camera. And I did this instead. You know what? It ain't looking bad whatsoever. Next thing is, I'm just gonna take some oak wood, and I'm gonna take some pressure plates. There we go, pressure plates. And I am gonna do a little bush area. Let me see, 1, 2, and here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why am I counting this? This is totally pointless to count. And that should be free away from that little porchy thing here. So that means it comes douche, and douche. So that's gonna be a little bush area. I'm gonna place some bushes off camera, because you know that's kind of nothing you want to see, right? So I'm just place some roses and stuff just to spice it up a bit. And we're gonna figure out how that goes later on. And maybe we should do the same here, all the way around here, and have it free away from the wall as well, just because we can. Here, see, that's gonna be amazing, because when we come in here we're gonna be greeted by those two bush areas, if you know what I mean. So let me just do this off camera as well, so I don't waste your time, guys, and I am gonna resume and let you see how that looks, okay? But let me know what you think about this so far. See you in a bit. Ba-bam! You know, we added some bushes and flowers, and this is how it looks. I don't really want to add anything here at this point, because I'm not really sure if we're gonna have a window here or not in the future, because I kind of want to build the other side first here with the doors, and then we can see if we can mirror some doors in. I'm not really sure, you know, we're gonna see, so don't worry about that. But I mean, you know what, I was in a building mood today, so we did pretty much a lot on the house. Hopefully you guys really did enjoy this. If you did, don't forget to comment, like, and favorite means the world to me. So do that, guys, and hit the like button. And I will see you in the next episode. But let me know what you think about this so far. I mean, a lot of progress done in one episode. Well, the whole front is up and running, basically. I don't know. See you guys in the next episode. Bam bada bim boom boom. You know what? Maybe some screenshot moment right here, right now, right here, right now. Fat Boy Slim. See you guys in the next one. Take care and bye bye. Better